Guys and girls, what's going on, and welcome to Vegan Meat MMA. Today we're going to have a quick look back over the weekend's card that's just gone. It was the UFC second fight on Fox, and second fight card on Fox, should I say. And it looked like a really interesting card. I put all my predictions over on Instagram, so get over there, VeganMeatMMA on Instagram. Go give us a follow, drop us a like, you know the biz. So quick recap of the card. The very first fight on the main card was Tim Boetsch against Akhmedov. Sorry. My prediction was Boetsch. I really like Boetsch. I think he's really good. He's the master of the comeback. There's a few absolute beautiful comebacks of his out there. But Akhmedov powered through. He actually, in the second round, busted Boetsch's nose a treat with an absolutely stunning right, and that seemed to set Boetsch back and put him on the back foot a little more. Akhmedov pushed the action, continued to press, continued to push, went on, grabbed the victory by decision. Next up on the card was Dariush versus Doba in the lightweight division. I actually went for Dariush in this, and Doba come out of the blocks swinging, and he actually looked like in the first minute, 2 minutes, he very much had Dariush on the ropes. Then in the second round, the fight sort of, Doba won the first round, very much so. He controlled the action, he pushed, he won a couple of takedowns and had Dariush on the back foot. Then in the second round, Dariush took him down early, kept him down, controlled him on the ground, and pretty much dominated from there, and in the end managed to slip in a triangle choke, which I think's been the first triangle choke in a long time in the UFC. Video to come on that. Then came the heavyweights. Big Ben Rothwell, who is an absolute favourite of mine, mainly because of the memes, master of the meme, up against Ivanov, who was in 15th coming into this. And Rothwell was not ranked, which I was surprised at. Having been on a tear in his previous fights, having only lost 1 of 5, 1 of 4, I thought that Rothwell was going to come in and dominate this, but throughout the whole 3 rounds he looked very tentative, he looked very lackadaisical. He didn't seem very on it. So yeah, Ivanov hit him in the second with a big right, which again seemed to bust Rothwell's nose. This was the card of bust nose, that's for sure. This is something called UFC broken nose. Yeah, it seemed to bust his nose up and not leave him in a good way. And going into the third, Ivanov, I think it was close. I think it was close, but I did have Ivanov up on both rounds. Rothwell, yeah, I was very surprised, and there's a really decent win for Ivanov in the end. We should have him climb a couple of positions. Next up was the fight I was really looking forward to, and yeah, I think pretty much fight of the night on the card. And that was Tim Means versus Nico Price. So close to call. Such a hard one to decide on who was going to take it. Means had come off a defeat, so had Nico Price, but both before that, both were on a tear. In fact, actually, I think Means was undefeated in 3 coming into this. First round, Means got Price down, managed to keep control. Halfway through, Price got back up and on the feet. Means was I think Means was winning it. I think overall, I think with the takedown in the first round, Price seemed to be gassed early to an extent. Bloody nose come the end of the first. Then as the first wore on, because of the tiredness of Nico Price, Means come in and as he swung, he hit Nico Price with a big left. I think it was a left, and wobbled him, and it looked like Nico Price was on the way out. and we're talking very much near the end of the round now. As he stepped back, Nico Price, from being wobbled, he swung a really short right hook, and it just slept in means, and it came from nowhere, absolutely banging knockout. Fight of the night's really tough to call, because fight of the night, should it be all 3 rounds, the best fight over the fight, or should it just be what it was? Because, you know, it's 5 minutes of pure fighting. Respect to both men. Nico Price with the victory, fast round KO. Next up was EDS, Eliseo dos Santos versus Curtis Melinda. I actually thought coming into this Curtis Melinda was going to win. Big dude for the weight class. Fast, quick in the previous fights I had seen. I thought he was going to keep him at his reach advantage and keep him there. But EDS come in, did an absolutely great job taking him down straight away within the first minute. Managed to grab the back, a little bit of jiu-jitsu. He made it look really easy from the ground. He sliced through his guard, to be honest. Melinda didn't stand no chance on the floor against EDS, and EDS won by a rear naked choke. 2.5 minutes into the first round, and a very convincing, good victory. So I was wrong, and I'll take that on the chin. Main event, absolutely crazy main event. Derek Lewis versus Dos Santos. Fair play to the UFC for putting out really good fight cards for their ESPN cards. Coming into this, I had Dos Santos. I thought JDS was going to be just a bit too fast for Derek Lewis. Early on in the fight, there was an eye poke, which that seemed to set Derek Lewis back a little bit. But as we know, the Black Beast, it takes a lot to stick him on the back foot and maintain that. It was more of a thumb to the eye than an eye poke. When I see it on replay, was it purposeful? It's one of those that maybe Herb should have been on the hands a little bit more. No open palms in this event. No pointed out fingers, not open palms, should I say? So Herb restarts them again after that. They, absolutely, with the heavyweights, it's always tentative to see who's going to knock who out, because one punch can change the fight. We know this. So both of the guys were I think, a bit tentative the first couple of minutes, trying to find range, trying to gauge distance. But I thought Junior Dos Santos looked a bit quicker on his feet. I think Derek Lewis threw a few kicks, which I think I've seen him throw in a few fights, but never throw in the same fight. The first round was on a knife edge, feeling each other out. Derek Lewis took a massive shot, which I think was to the liver. It was a spinning back kick, and that seemed to knock the wind out of him and really put him to his knees for the last minute of the fight. Dos Santos came in. Derek Lewis feigned injury, played injured, and swung out and was inches away from knocking Dos Santos out. Derek Lewis managed to survive the first round, but you could tell the man was in pain. Got himself through the first, come out for the second. Dos Santos obviously looked fresher and looked like he hadn't took a massive spinning back kick to the body, obviously. Derek Lewis threw a couple of kicks, was brave, but unfortunately Dos Santos knew he was fighting a wounded Derek Lewis, and managed to stop him. Herb did a good job of coming in the end and making sure that it wasn't, you could tell Derek Lewis, and respect to Derek Lewis for actually making his way through the 2 minutes of the fight, and maybe the body injury by that time had dissipated, and Dos Santos rocked him with a few, and that was it. That was the card. I think that puts the Santos back in the heavyweight title fight. I would like to maybe, would anybody else like to see him and Kane go at it for that last time, just to see where they two are in the twilights of their careers. Fantastic win for the Santos nonetheless. Respect to every single fighter on the card. Great event, UFC. Great event from ESPN. Let's hope they continue. This has been short. This has been sweet. More to come. And I plan to do fighter profiles. So let's hope they go okay. Leave a comment, leave a like. Anything we can do better, let us know. Thank you very much. Vegan Meat MMA out. Peace.